Hi, Sacred Souls. Welcome to Sacred Intuition 111. Wow, I was just stumbling over my words. Anyway, for those of you who have come from the shorts or from TikTok or Instagram, then you already know what is hidden beneath those piles. If you didn't, then a warm welcome. I decided I'm going to dive deeper into these messages because I thought they were actually quite interesting. Very exciting, to say the least. We're going to clarify with the Muse Tarot, the heart, and with the Lightseers Tarot, the pumpkin pile. Let's do this. So we're going to start with the pumpkin pile. So you may want to pause now if you haven't chosen your pile yet, or you feel free to watch both piles and yeah, leave what doesn't resonate, okay? And we're gonna move this to the side for now. Let's see. Okay, so the pumpkin pile. The lesson that you're learning is about failure, okay? So it says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You are being actually asked to not beat yourself up anymore. It is okay to fail. It is okay that things are not going the way how you expected them to. It's about embracing it. It's not the end of the world, and it continues on. Now, why is it that you have to learn this lesson of failure? What is blocking you? And the demanding card came out. I thought that was curious. So, and immediately I got the message that you're too demanding of yourself. Now, here it says you set impossible standards for your partner to meet. But I'm getting specifically, you're not only setting impossible standards for other people, but also, most importantly, for yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if you have like a perfectionist wound. And I'm not saying this to critique or anything, but right now we are diving into what is the lesson that you're learning, what is blocking you, so that we can try to figure out how we're getting like out of this energy to create like a positive change and getting out of that loop, okay? So you're being asked to be less demanding. Maybe you are you are so caught up that everything has to be perfect, everything has to work out. You are an absolute control freak. Not if you feel this is you. If you don't resonate with this, then this is definitely not your pile. And that's fine. Then you might want to wait for the heart message. Okay, so let's see. The message about failure and you being demanding, where's this stemming from? You're someone that everything has to move fast. Like you're not a turtle. You are the freaking bald eagle. You are the I almost said leprechaun. What the heck? No, I mean cheetah on the of the human kingdom. Okay, all right, yeah. I'm hearing specifically that you're being asked to hold still for once. You might actually be suffering from ADHD. Yeah, could be. You might also be on the spectrum. You might deal with some form of autism. I'm hearing you're an overachiever. But this also stems from like a childhood wound, as you also had the feeling that you were never good enough. So you always had to overachieve in order to get the recognition or the love, the affection from your parents. Or maybe you grew up in a household with more than one sibling. Or even if you're an only child, you grew up to be an overachiever just due to the immense pressure that your parents projected onto you, because they tried to maybe achieve also their dreams that they couldn't achieve on their own. Very difficult indeed, if you ask me. And you are being asked to leave this behind and to move into calmer waters. Now, as you're hearing this, I'm almost positive that you are already like, no way. Like, no, that's not how I do it. I'm the Queen of Wands energy. Yeah? You are someone who is an entrepreneur. You are someone who's a go-getter. You go, you're passionate, you take action. You're not someone who sits still. Am I right? Or am I right? I'm right. I know. No. Okay. So why is failure such a big issue? Why is that? It's for recognition. I'm telling you, it is from recognition, because the star, yes, can talk about a wish. It can also talk about healing, but it also talks about being in the limelight. Okay. And this is exactly what I was picking up. You were basically taught that only if you shine brighter than the others around you, that you are actually being recognized. But hate to break it to you, just to make it a bit more fun and light, we only see stars shine because they exploded, okay? Because what we see twinkling in the night sky is actually the death of the star. Yeah, it just takes sometimes millions and another millions of years for us, for the light to reach us. Okay. All right. So what is the advice? How can you maybe learn to be less demanding of yourself and maybe others? To learn to live with regret, to sit with the failure and being okay. You're also being asked to, instead of focusing on all the cups that were spilled, and maybe you also spilling that one cup on purpose, you're being asked to actually fill this cup of self-love, okay? Because that's the one that you are ignoring. And instead of trying to get your cup filled through the recognition and the rewards from the outside, you're actually being asked to accept failure for what it is, which is the opportunity to learn, and also accepting that nobody is perfect. No one around you is perfect. Even the person that you look up to the most is not perfect. And you are also not perfect, and you're not meant to be, okay? And I'm not saying this because you're doing a shitty job. Nope. Okay, what else is the advice? Yeah, to sit with whatever you perceive as spilled milk. Yeah, you know what? It's about embracing. It's about like fully embracing you and actually manifesting out of it. Your advice is to celebrate your losses. I know this sounds super odd, but you're actually being asked to celebrate the failures as opportunities to grow something new and manifest new with new learned wisdom. And not seeing this as a setback, but instead a rerouting on your path of success. Okay? That's your advice. Yeah, maybe the tower has to crumble. And yes, it might hurt. And yes, it might really rub you the wrong way. I'm absolutely sure. But it's not the end of the world, okay? Because you have everything that you got in you to actually create something great out of this. Okay, believe it. Alrighty, whoever has chosen the heart, you have gotten these two cards, and we're gonna clarify with the Muse Tarot. Let's see, your card is worry. And I'm hearing the Dire Straits, sorry. pile 1 with a pumpkin. I did not get a channeled song, but for you, I get the Dire Straits. And it says, don't worry. There will be laughter after pain. There will be sunshine after rain. These things have always been the same. So why worry now? Yes. You are learning. That's the lesson that you're learning. Heart pile. I'm also hearing not to take things too much to your heart, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah. Basically, worry takes from the quality of life in the present, because worry is about the future. And the future isn't written yet. And you hold the strings, you hold the keys in your hand to positively influence your future. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Yes, being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, not necessarily only in love, but you can change whenever you want. And yeah, so clearly you had a huge issue with maybe things not turning out the way that you wanted to, and you had like a lot of disappointments. And this is how you kind of lost faith in yourself. So now you are being quite pessimistic in your life, and you are a worrywart, right? A negative Nancy, a sour Sue. Sour Sue? I made that up, I think. Is there a term like a sour Sue? Anyway. And your guides are actually telling you, stop playing the victim. And I know this can be really hard and tough to hear, but not because I'm critiquing you. It is because you have the power to change your life. And that's the lesson that you need to learn. And what is blocking you from learning this lesson is that you're like, oh, woe is me. Okay? This is not gonna get you anywhere. Okay, let's see. What did I ask? What is causing you to feel like the victim? Why? Oh. 9 of Pentacles and the... Oh, interesting. And the Muse of Emotions. Oh, wow. Well, the heart pile, I guess this has something to do with love indeed for you. Because you connect your self-worth to the love that you're receiving. And because you're not getting the recognition or the feedback that you desire in love, it makes you worry even more. And you are worried that you're never ever going to find the right life partner. You're worrying that if I'm actually going to meet someone, maybe I'm not going to be fulfilled, or that person is going to cheat on me, yada, yada, yada. Okay? You know where we're getting at? Yeah. That's the victim mentality. And that is actually both piles, totally different, but like from a different perspective. And yet the major key for you, pile 2, pile with the heart, it's also about self-love. It's about being compassionate to yourself. But not only that, learning that your self-worth cannot be dependent on what and who receives you in love. Yeah, and that's the awakening card, and it's judgment. This is judgment that is being called. So as long as you're not learning to stepping out of this victim mentality, the universe is going to present you over and over again with the same lesson, just in different meat suits, yeah? Different people. And that is obviously not very nice because it always will prove your negative mindset as to, oh yeah, I already knew that, okay? Do you recognize yourself? I'm pretty sure you do. If you don't, you might want to check out part 1, or you just don't resonate with this message. Okay, so why worry? Why worrying? Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. Yeah, you are worrying that an action is not going to lead to this passion, to this overall action. You fear that someone is not going to take the action towards you. And you're not going to get this new beginning in the material world, right? Why do I say material world? The Ace of Wands is not the Ace of Pentacles, I know. But Ace of Wands is actions, and Ace of Pentacles is like money, anything material. And Wands and Pentacles, you can see and touch in the physical, right? You can see it. While Swords, thoughts, and words, as well as, well, I mean, you could argue that like words, obviously in book, in written format, you could see it in the 3D, but technically, your thoughts and your emotions are not something that someone else can touch, okay? That they can relate to. So that's why I'm saying. Okay. So what is your advice as to get out of this worry victim mode? And I'm telling you, it's self-love. 100%. 100%. It is about self-love. Because your concept, Power 2, is so tied to other people that I'm not 100% sure that you actually met yourself as deeply as you think you have done. And even if you already went deep within, you can go way deeper. You have so much to offer, right? You have so much to offer. And it's so interesting that 3 of Wands is in the reverse and every other card is in the upright. And there's the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you, as long as you don't give yourself this self-love, your ships are not coming in and you will always feel like you're missing out. Like you're not going to see that Ace of Cups because you're so focused on the 3 of Cups, of the outside validation, the outside love, the reunion, reconciliation that you're hoping for, the apology that is not coming in, because your own cup that you're sitting in, it's only half full. Fill your own cup. And as you fill your own cup, I'm telling you one thing, that is going to be the domino effect that is going to lead to this happiness within you. And I mean, I'm sorry, but that is actually the message for you. Because, yeah, because then you're gonna get this emotional offer. And it might seem small, right? And you might feel conflicted about it, but it's going to move this forward. Okay? And it's going to bring in the passion that you're looking for. And it's going to change and close out a cycle. Right? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. So that is the message for the 2 of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I think that was very exciting. And I can't wait to upload this. Until next time, take care. Oh, and don't forget to drop a pumpkin or a heart to claim this message. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.